Hello everyone and welcome to Civic Platform. This is your host Zuher Almusre. Douglas Mennonite Church in Winnipeg organized fundraising to help the people who get affected from the earthquake in Syria and Turkey. So let's find more about this fundraising from this new episode from Civic Platform.
My name is John Wiebe. I'm co-chair of the Missions Committee here at Douglas Mennonite Church, along with my wife Jennifer Wiebe. We are hosting today a lament service recognizing that there's great loss for the people in the Syrian community because of the earthquake that happened around 1 month ago. There was a loss of life, more than 50,000 people, 90,000 injured, 300,000 homeless. So we're having a service of lament because we have Syrian members in our church. We reach out to the Syrian community and we're partners with them. So we want to raise funds tonight as well through a Syrian meal and a cake auction so that we can send funds through Mennonite Central Committee, MCC, to the partner organizations right in Syria. And they will be getting food baskets, shelter, trauma training, everything they need to bridge them at least until it's a better weather and that they don't have immediate hurt. So we're sympathizing and empathizing with our friends. Syrian community lost so many lives, and directly people here, they lost their homes, friends in Syria, and they lost everything. In a war zone, it was already so bad, but now this was a complete shock. So we feel to publicly give people an opportunity to contribute here at Douglas Mennonite Church. We feel we're partners, we're integral to the Syrian community, and yes, we have this opportunity in short order. Within a couple of weeks, it all came together. A local restaurant, a Syrian restaurant, donate everything, Al Basha, and everything that is donated will go directly through MCC to the partner organizations in, say, Aleppo and other places in Syria in the earthquake zone. So yeah, to be able to help, it's an honor and privilege. And we know there are people in this church that previously, long ago, they were destitute in a war zone. They had nothing. Somebody helped them. And now we have a chance to also pay back and to be generous to our brothers and sisters in the Syrian community.
My name is Maysoon Darwish. I'm a member in Syrian community. We are here as a part of organizing committee for the fundraising event for earthquake victims in Syria and Turkey. The idea tonight is to break the bread, to pray, share the thoughts and perspectives, and to mourn together and to think of the best ways to support the victims and the survivors, and again to raise the fund to help the communities back in Syria and Turkey. It's very important. It's just a message that we're not alone. We are getting a massive support from local community here. As I mentioned, it's a fundraising organized by Douglas Mennonite Church. With the support from the whole congregation and also people who donated the food from the community, from Arab community, and also the cakes from other people within the church, the music from people in the community as well that would be offered. it was a very strong message that we're not alone. We are all together in solidarity, in support of our brothers and sisters back home, and also to say that we can work together to create a better world, to support each other, to look forward for a peaceful environment, a peaceful place for everyone, and also to send a message of love and to say that no matter what happened, we're all one, we're all together. And this is something I'm looking forward to have it more often in the future. This great working, humanitarian working together, local communities, Arab communities, other communities, newcomer communities, not only for this crisis, but whatever happen in the future, we are on the same boat as human beings. That's the very, very strong message. And I'm so grateful. We have a very, let's say, spiritual program connected to Lament time. People will pray, and we will say some poems. And after that, we will have dinner. After that, we will thank all the supporters and guests. Plus, we will do the cake auction. It's something very local here. I know, like, Canadians love to do it. To me, it's a new concept, but I'm so honestly thankful that lots of women inside the church decided to bake and offer these cakes, and the whole program itself to show solidarity and to be spiritual and to show support to the victims, and also to say we're all one. So it's a very friendly program and very hospitable program. I want to thank everyone help or thinking to help all the victims during this terrible crisis. I want also to say we're not alone, and we cannot be alone. We cannot live alone. We are part of a great society here. We are brothers and sisters. As we are receiving this massive support, I'm hoping in the future we will continue doing this. If they need us, we are here. We share the land. We share the sky, we share the values, we share the ethics of humanity and solidarity. We're all one, and I want to send this very strong message to everyone, to all Arab community and non-Arab community, all the newcomers, all local people. Thank you all, we're all one, and humanity is the key and the answer for all troubles. Thank you so much.
There's nothing better than to get on with your hands and your feet to actually do something tangible. It's a good therapy for us to plan this event, because now we're working for a goal. We're working together, and the funds will in fact help people in the areas of need. So it shows to us, we feel your pain, Syrian sisters and brothers. We're working together. We recognize that this is a lament time. There's deep pain. You lost family, friends, homes are gone, and with us working together, drawing together as a team, we can do oh so much more. And we actually were oversubscribed with volunteers. There was more people in this community that wanted to volunteer for setting this up and for delivering this special event than we even had positions for. So we think it's very encouraging to be sympathetic and to be actually active, tangible, working arm in arm with our Syrian sisters and brothers. So Mennonite Central Committee have a very long track record of reliable partnerships and delivery to relief areas of great need. They wouldn't be able to do it on their own, but with their partners in Aleppo, in Syria, that were established even before this, we can have confidence that those funds that are raised by tonight will be sent over to Syria. MCC historically have a very good ratio of expenses to what the program delivery is. The money is not wasted on excessive overhead or fundraising activities. It's a good bang for your buck. So we know who the partner organizations are. We trust also the stories from our Syrian community of if in fact they are being helped, and we have heard nothing that they are not being helped. They will be helped, so we're quite confident about that. First of all, I feel in the lament service that we will shed some tears and that we will be deeply touched, because we're going to have both Canadian participants and people that are from Syria in the service itself. So we will have an Arabic Lord's Prayer. Maysoon Darwish will have an Arabic poem. We have Syrian musicians. We are together expressing our faith and trust in God, and trusting also in our common humanity that we're serving together. So I feel we'll be drawn together and we will have energy to do even more good as if we did not have this event, we wouldn't be able to do as much as individuals. Secondly, the meal that was donated by the Syrian restaurant, Al-Basha, I feel around the table, this is a way to have community, fellowship, whether we are happy or sad, whether we're sorrowful, or whether we have joy. We'll show our togetherness, and other ideas will probably come out of this that we can also help build a greater togetherness and a greater service orientation for us. We already here as Douglas Church have previously done many refugee sponsorships from the Syria region, and we have a summer program here as well for the children that the rental space is used by Kurdish Initiative for Refugees. So this will only strengthen the ties. You know, in the pandemic, we could not do all these face-to-face activities. So now we get energy, we get to more togetherness, reconnect, and I think it makes the whole community stronger, this church stronger. Also, the wider community, anybody who knows people that are here, and they can also share this. So I think the circle is enlarged. We in Christianity, we are to be the hands and feet of Jesus in service, and that's what we want to do tonight, because we want to give practical help through our generous contributions to the people that need it so badly in Syria, Turkey region.
I'm here today because Al-Basha has donated the food for this beautiful event, and more importantly, we're here because we really believe in the importance of community and getting together to help as many of the survivors of the earthquake as possible. Yeah, it's really important for us to realize that we are here as a community regardless of where we come from. When tragedy hits, it's really important to feel that you are not alone in this, and this is what we're hoping happens today. We're hoping that we are able to raise enough funds to help the victims out. It's really important to raise awareness about what's happening in our part of the world as well. You know, we have been really unfortunate in being hit by a civil war and now an earthquake and so many other disasters like COVID. So it's been a really major struggle for these communities, and we are so privileged here. So I believe it's really important, and clearly we all believe that are here today, that it's really important to come together and support those that need the help the most. So we're hoping not only to just raise the financial sum, but also come together as a community to pray together and to ensure that people know about this cause and to raise awareness. Well, you know, again, we are a community that is often marginalized, and we're unfortunately a community that has faced a lot of political tensions and unease. So it's really important, again, that we're here and we're so privileged to be in Canada, but to use these opportunities to help out. And as you know, we are all newcomers and refugees in our community, so we all have faced, maybe not an earthquake, but we have faced different kinds of difficulties, and it's really important for us to give back to our community and the community at large and teach them about our culture, our food, and in some raise awareness and a sense of community. So at Al-Basha, we really believe in the importance of giving back to different communities, regardless of the causes. So whenever there is a cause going on, please feel free to reach out to us, and we are always willing to collaborate.
I thank you very much, all of our volunteers. We had people that were sick and they were still working and organizing this. We had people step up on last minute notice. A key person got sick, and sure enough, they said yes. So I just want to thank the volunteers. I want to thank the confidence and trust that all of the Syrian community have in Douglas Mennonite Church, and we trust that through activities like this, we can be drawn together, and that people that need help will be able to have additional help. And it's just thank you, thank you, thank you for your generosity.
We reached the end of our episode. Thank you for watching. If you like this episode, please like, share, and subscribe, and wait for a new episode from Civic Platform.